Hello and welcome. My name is Jude Johnson, and I'm a licensed therapist and meditation teacher. And I teach mindfulness-based stress reduction with the Charlotte Center for Mindfulness. And
Hello
right
and
now,
welcome. My name is Jude Johnson.
sorry about that. I'm seeing some echo there. I think there's a lag on this live feed. But typically at this time, I would be teaching mindfulness-based stress reduction. And because of the virus, we're not able to hold classes, and really nobody's in the kind of mental space to be able to take a class right now. We need brief interventions that are really going to help us deal with the stress and anxiety and fear of this pandemic that we're dealing with right now. Mindfulness has never been more important, really, in my lifetime than it is right now because there's so much uncertainty. And when we can't plan far in advance, we have a tendency to feel fear and anxiety. So there's nothing wrong with you if you are feeling fearful, if you're feeling anxious right now about what you're seeing or reading in the news, or perhaps you're dealing with things that are affecting your family. I've talked to many people who are dealing with challenge, with fear, with loss, with changes. And I think we're all aware of the tension that we can feel just in our society, in our community, the change that we're all going through right now. And I would encourage you in these moments of change and difficulty and fear to acknowledge and name what you're experiencing. Fearful thought, angry thought, sad thought, whatever it is, mentally noting what is here can bring our stress level down. So one of the meditations that I love to do is really popularized by Tara Brach, and it's called RAIN. And it's this four-part process that's easy to understand, which is to recognize what's going on in the present moment. And really, it's about dealing with something that is fearful or that's unpleasant or that's causing you a negative emotion. The A of RAIN is to allow what is here to truly be present, to acknowledge, mentally note, as I had just said. Allow the feelings to be as much as they wish or want is part of this process. And then we're going to investigate what it is that we're feeling and where we're feeling it at in our bodies. This process is done with kindness, with a friendly attention, as we gently pose questions to ourselves as we work with the feelings that are emerging right now. And then the N of RAIN is just to rest in a natural state of awareness, riding the waves of our breath, noticing our thoughts and feelings come and go without trying to fix or solve anything in this moment. Many of us are stuck in one spot right now, and we can't go out to our typical places or see people that we typically would actually be with. And so many of us are feeling disconnected. And so being online, being with other people is a way to feel some sense of connection because we are all in this together. And so I would just ask that you participate here in this meditation with me. And following this live stream, you'll see down in the comments that there is a Zoom meeting that you can attend following this live stream meditation. No registration is required. You just click on the link and you'll be able to join, have a little discussion, Q&A, followed by another meditation if you would like to join. So to begin this meditation, you're invited just to take a position that is comfortable, perhaps sitting down or even lying down for this meditation, allowing the eyes to close or softening your gaze. And just being aware of your body, noticing where it's making contact with the surface beneath you. Allow gravity to act on your body, holding you here. Let's take some deep breaths as a way of collecting our attention and settling down our nervous system. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose if you're able, out through the mouth. Taking several of these deep breath in through the nose, letting go, letting go, letting go. Deep breath in, letting the breath go and softening down the length of the body. Letting go, letting go, letting be. You're invited to bring to mind now an unpleasant experience, irritation, something that's been coming up for you, a fear perhaps, nothing traumatic that you've been through in your life. This isn't a place to deal with trauma, but rather fear and irritations and stressors. If you're able, bring one of those to mind that's been recent. And just recognize how you were in that moment of feeling irritable or stressed or caught. Just acknowledge fearful, angry, irritable, sad. What was coming up? See if you can allow the thoughts and feelings that come up be as much as they wish or want, not trying to control or stop or push anything away, but rather making space and room for the thoughts and feelings to be here just as they are. And seeing if we can have some level of kindness and compassion to ourselves. Perhaps taking a hand or two and placing our hands on the body where we can sense and feel this emotion. This may allow you to focus in more on what it is that you're feeling. See if you can be curious about the emotions that are present here. Is there a tingling, a buzzing? Do the sensations change as you bring awareness to your emotions? Or perhaps there's a sense of feeling numb. Whatever it is that you're aware of, make space and room for it. See if as you witness your experience, you can be a kind and friendly observer. Considering what this emotion, this stress, this difficulty needs from you. Perhaps it needs understanding, patience. Perhaps these difficult emotions need your kindness. As you sit and rest here, watching your experience, just ride the waves of the breath to soothe you. Noticing how your experience changes as we practice together. And asking yourself, what does this experience, this emotion that I'm experiencing, what does it believe? Perhaps there's so many thoughts you have no idea what it is that you believe. If this is the case, just drop it. But notice if there's a belief that stands out. things are never going to work out, or it's always going to be this way, whatever the thought or belief may be. And then ask yourself, is there any chance this belief is not true? What would it be like if I didn't hold this belief? What would I feel then? Or just opening up to new possibilities. As we gently, kindly release the investigation and invite ourselves to just rest here in this moment, breathing, allowing yourself to just rest comfortably as you are, watching your breath flow in and out. See if you can breathe deeply enough so that your belly expands on the in-breath and contracts on the out-breath. If you've ever witnessed a baby sleeping or even just lying and relaxing, you see their belly rise and fall with each breath. Be curious about your breath. Feel the coolness as you breathe in, the warmth as you breathe out. And as you breathe out, see if you can allow the belly to be soft and at ease. As you allow the belly to soften, see if you can allow the legs to be heavy and at ease where they are. To notice the heaviness of the shoulders and the arms and to allow them to rest just as they are. And to continue to feel your breath as you notice the body expand as you breathe in, and watching your body let go as you breathe out. We'll take a few more breaths from this space right here, just watching the breath flow in and out. Now you're invited to just listen as I share a poem by Ajahn Samido. Awareness is your refuge. Awareness of the changiness of feelings, of attitudes, of moods, of material change and emotional change. Stay with that because it's a refuge that's indestructible. It's not something that changes. It's a refuge you can trust in. This refuge is not something that you create. It's not a creation. It's not an ideal. It's very practical and very simple, but easily overlooked or not noticed. When you're mindful, you're beginning to notice it's like this. When you're mindful, you're beginning to notice it's like this. Giving yourself the gift now of coming out of the meditation softly and gently, allowing the eyes to open, the fingers and toes to move, and just notice how you feel. I hope you found this rain meditation helpful. And really, my wish is all of you are able to find some peace, some refuge in this time of great difficulty for us all. Wishing you all the very best. Thank you for tuning in and take care. And if you're up for it, look at the link in the comments here at the Zoom meeting that I'm going to be starting here in just a moment. So I look forward to having you there if you're able to make it, and take care.